Hey, what's up guys? So here is my video on Mexico. This won't be too long. I'm not going to go into detail. I can make this a 30-minute video, I'm sure. But as God works, 29 minutes of what I say could be out the window because God could change things up in an instant. So, yeah, this will be just pretty much what I'm going to be doing in Mexico. So, in December of 2021, just a couple months ago, I went down to Loreto, Mexico, and Calvary Chapel Oceanside sent out a team led by Pastor Mike Pilato. And one morning, it was like the second or third morning, I think we were there. Pastor Pilato was just like, "Hey, Chris, you thinking about staying down here, coming back for 6 months?" And at first I was like, I don't know, we could pray about it, not thinking too much of it. Over the next couple of days, it seemed like it was, more and more of a thing to actually pray about. And so, one morning, a couple of days later, he was like, "Hey, if you stayed, would you actually think about 8 months?" And I was like, this is serious. We could actually pray about this. So we got back, prayed, and here I am in just over a week. It's February 10th, and I'm looking at going February 20th for up to about 10 months, which will put me in just after Christmas. And so that's what I'll be doing, is partnering with Calvary Chapel Loreto. There's 2 pastors down there, Pastor Elmer and Pastor Dave. Both love the Lord, and it'll be exciting to work with them just because I know they have a heart for the Lord. So it sounds like at the moment the general plan is I'll be working with the men. I'm not sure to exactly what extent, if I'm going to be purely like leading them, or if it's just kind of coming along and just assisting. That will be ultimately God's will. And the other thing is Calvary Chapel Oceanside. If you see me kind of point, I'm actually sitting in the parking lot at church right now. So if I point, I'm pointing to the church. So Calvary Chapel Oceanside has this thing that they started, year and a half ago. They've been working on it for starting about 3 years ago, I think. But they're calling it Disciple Making Groups, or DM Groups, or DMGs. You might occasionally hear me say DMG groups. Just ignore my poor grammar. It should be DM groups or DMG, because it's kind of redundant to say DMG groups. But anyways, they put this on. I was one of the first groups to go through. I'll give you details on it later, but they're looking at, we went through 3 books, all by this guy named Robbie Galati. I hope I'm saying his name right. Growing Up was the first one we went through. Firmly Planted was the second one. Bearing Fruit is the third one. Only this one is in Spanish. So, as far as I know, this is, from what I understand from just the little bit I talked to Pastor Jeff. Pastor Jeff is the one who is leading these DM groups. It sounds like that's the only one in Spanish. So I've been talking to Pastor Pilato, and I'm reading this one, Why Grace Changes Everything, by Chuck Smith. I talked to Pastor Jeff about this. We'll see. God's will. That's what I'm going to chalk that one up to. And it looks like right now we may not even possibly having them read those books. I might just incorporate the stuff from the books into what they're doing after talking to Pastor Jeff a couple days ago. We'll see. It's going to be one of those things that's going to be trial and error. And once I get back, I'll kind of give a more fair report to Pastor Jeff, more insight, and this may just lead into future future mission trips as needed. And I'll go into detail about DM groups and all that later. So I'll just go ahead and move on with the video. All right, so right now the plan is, as far as getting there, it's a 17 to 18 hour drive, and it's 750 to 800 mile drive. I think 900 miles is close to 12 kilometers. So if that helps any of you that do kilometers, hopefully that gives you an idea. So that might be, I don't know, 1,000. It might be 1,000 kilometers, 1,100 kilometers. Anyways, driving down, it's gonna take me a day and a half, essentially, at least a day and a half. Been thinking about camping on the way down, so pray for me on getting there. I think that's gonna probably be the biggest hurdle. It's just getting there. Pastor Pilato is looking at getting a car donated. So we gotta figure out the logistics of that, because part of me thinks, well, he's saying he's gonna have the car in my name once it gets donated. I'm thinking that might be the easiest way to donate. But with it being a week and a half before Mexico, I get the feeling what's gonna happen is I'm gonna drive my truck down, and then I'm gonna have to come back, because I think the visas, I could go visa free for 6 months. There was like 4 countries that you could be visa free: US, the UK, Japan, and I want to say there was another country, but there was like 4 countries that you don't need to get a visa if you're gonna be there less than 6 months. So what I was thinking about doing was, once I get down there, maybe in somewhere over the summertime, fly back, and then if the car is clear, then drive that down. I'm gonna need to get Mexican insurance, most likely on both my truck and the vehicle that's donated. Then once I get down there, the churches actually have been praying about moving closer to the center of town. A lot of stuff in the main part of town is walkable. You could like walk or ride a bike. So that's good. But even then, it would be cool to have this church closer to the center of town. But to pray about that, I'm gonna, if I can find it, I'll tack on a video to the end of this one that I took while I was down there in December. It was just kind of the inside of it, and well, I don't think it was long. It was like 30 seconds or a minute, and then we got to praying. So you kind of see me at the end there, kind of just stop the video. So there might be there might even be that. I was gonna say other things, but other things that is helping them maybe to build up this place. It's a movie theater they're thinking about moving into, praying about moving into. So pray about that if it's God's will, we move into this theater. And then anything else that they need, I have a feeling I might be driving people around. I mean, because some people need rides to church. Like anywhere you go, you know, people need rides to church. I'm sure whatever, you know, building stuff they need, construction stuff they need, outreach stuff they need. There's a lot of stuff they could do. I know there's actually one girl down there right now. She's going to be down there a couple months. She's helping out with the kids. So there's all kinds of stuff. So anyways, that's pretty much what's going on with Mexico. Just pray for me, pray for Calvary Chapel Loreto, and then pray for Calvary Chapel Oceanside. Considering they are the ones who are sending me. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If I can find a video, I'll tack on right now. If not, just I'll record it when I get down there of this movie theater they're thinking about moving on to. So thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys next time. Just a couple quick video edits. I said 12 kilometers. I meant 1,200 kilometers. And when I say I'm coming back in the summertime, no matter what happens with the car, or whatever. That's more just to refresh my stay in Mexico for the visa, so I can stay visa free. So I'll come back in the summer to the States and then go back down maybe, a few days later or a week later or whatever. So that way I could, stay within the rules, and not have to worry about visas and stuff. So yeah, okay, bye. Hey, what's up, guys? So here is my video on Mexico. This won't be too long. I'm not going to go into detail. I mean, I can make this a 30-minute video, I'm sure. But as God works, 29 minutes of what I say could be out the window because God could change things up in an instant. So, yeah, this will be just pretty much what I'm going to be doing in Mexico.
Niños, niños.